Let's find some isolated wells and see if there's anything strange in them. Sounds like a plan. False pregnancy. Oh, I've heard about that in cats. I've heard that that's a thing sometimes. Well, you know, at least there was no pregnancy. A little less stressful, dealing with more kittens. You walk to the well in the middle of the square. You don't see anything strange when you peer inside it. Silas undoes the knot that keeps the bucket up and lowers it. Water doesn't smell any different. Maybe it's the one that's, maybe this one has not been tampered with. Let's see if there are any wells in the fields. Right, the water supply is poisoned. That's what it was. You survey the view, an endless field of different crops slowly baking under the sun, before stepping out of the village to look for the land's wells. Many of the peasants briefly greet you before going back to their business and exchanging whispers. We don't want to scare them, do we? To avoid the raising suspicion, you walk past every well that sees activity, and it takes you almost an hour to find one deserted. At last. The wet maw of the well reveals the dark pit within, humid and cold. Nothing looks out of the ordinary, but your nose isn't fooled. A flowery scent hangs in the air. We found it! Poisoned. Happens often, but still end up very surprised every time. You know what? False pregnancy cat just wanted attention. Give her extra pets. Wifey, hello Arson, my darling! How are you, wifey? How are you? Do you smell this? Something's not right. You take a pebble and drop it in the well. It takes several seconds to splash. It's deeper than I expected. Got a new outfit. I saw! It's very pretty. I'm so happy it took like less than 20 minutes for y'all to like reveal that. It was a very pretty outfit. Brohan did the art, right? They did really good. Always give Pepper attention. She's up on my lap lounging on her back for belly rubs watching stream. Good for her. Give Pepper an extra kiss for me. It was 22 minutes? That's what it was. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, let's go. The husbands and wives wanted to see. Oh my god, I drank water. Oh, fuck me. Let's have a look on at the other one. The same flowery smell dances in the air around the next empty well. The black coating didn't smell anything. The black coating didn't smell like anything, did it? Just like you did before, you take a pebble and drop it inside. The splash is almost instantaneous. This well is shallow. You look around some more. All the wells around Santana have this distinct flowery smell to them. The one in the village smells normal, just like the ones in the city. You are one step closer to understanding the cause of death by blood. Flower water. Got it. Next up, I'm gonna raise the goals. Yeah! Make us work for it, wife. Shit. Want to take a look inside one of the wells. I can reach the bottom. Someone must know about the scent. Well, I can't do that one, so I want to go inside. Gamer. Hi, Wags. How are you? How's the pollen? Is that why you were throwing pebbles in them? Because you wanted to climb inside? That's suicide. Certainly, if you were mortal. Don't worry about me. I'll manage to climb out. Lady of Dawn, aid you. Tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. Fine. I can't go splunking. Where are these two? Oh, this is Silas. She's the blonde on the right. She's a little scrafty, drowned cat of a woman. She's my bodyguard. And I'm Chussie. I'm on the left. I am born of the darkness. And I will be smooching a big titty bard. As one does. The tavern is more lively now. The innkeeper's son jumps from table to table like a butterfly, giving additional spoon here and extra plate there to the travelers that come to eat with their own meals. You're back. You let the innkeeper walk to the counter to fuss over you. Perhaps she expects city folk to pay better than her regulars. I see. Yes. We got to name ourselves. So I'm Chussie Bagussie. Because I can never change that name. Else I'm in deep trouble. You walk back to the innkeeper. Not a word about what we've said. She nods, all tense, and leaves you alone once dinner is served. After dinner, you walk upstairs to the common bedroom. Out of the 10 or so mattresses, 2 are already taken. Silas whispers to you, I'm not doing this. Not doing what? Not sleeping in there. Wouldn't be able to. I'd be on edge, but I have an idea. She points at the ladder against the wall. You want to go to the roof? Because of the incense, there should be no bugs. Let's do it. I'm not leaving her alone. Silas plucks a stalk of lavender from the vase on the floor and begins to climbing the ladder. Ah! Yay! Rooftop! A fresh breeze carries a cicada's song from the fields to the rooftop. The moon bathes the endless countryside in a silvery light and gives everything a gentle gleam.
Not bad, huh?
Oh shit, it's voice acted! Let's go! Your eyes are lost in the stars above you.
Everything feels grander when there are no buildings around you.
What do we think? Does the sound good? Everything balances good? Do I gotta change anything? You let me know.
You know, I'm glad you're here.
You turn towards her, but she's hiding her face. I don't want to romance Silas. I love her, but I don't want to romance her. But I will romance her a little. I will flirt a little. Predominantly just because I want to see what happens. I'll tease her.
What would I do without you? I'm afraid to say I've been pretty useless so far. I only defended you once. Against that group of ruffians, remember?
That's not what I meant.
I wish I had the words to say something nice right now. Like poetry. Something about the stars. And how I can see them in your eyes.
Damn!
You can come closer, you know.
She leans over you, and what she said about your eyes is true for hers as well. They gleam with starlight, and just like her flushed cheeks do. Just like the lips she's biting, unsure of how to proceed.
Looks like you're about to say something.
I don't want a romance. I'm okay with a little flirting. She shakes her head and then scuttles closer, enough that you can feel the warmth of her skin, then rests her head on your shoulder.
I can do this, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It feels natural to whisper, to wrap your feelings in secret words.
Nice.
When your eyes fall on her face, you realize she's looking at you and not at the sky.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm bad at this. Bad at silence. You don't mind, I hope.
Why is she just like me?
I don't.
I also get nervous. I like your voice.
Thanks. Have you noticed that some stars shine brighter than others? I think sailors use them to navigate.
They do.
And they all have weird names. Do you think there's one with my name?
Maybe. What would a sealess star look like?
Silas, not Silas. I've been saying the wrong word.
I don't know. But I would like for it to be the brightest when dawn comes.
Her breath is shaky.
What would a U star look like?
Chussy's star would look like regret. She thinks for a moment and then perks
It
up.
would be so bright it would rival the moon.
Damn! The description makes you smile. Silas raises a sagging lavender stalk.
I can't put this in your hair. It'd look awful. Or maybe not. You strike me as someone who'd look good in anything.
Hell yeah.
Tired?
Like the cloak I wore when you found me?
I can't really say I could see you underneath all that blood caked on your face.
She covers a yawn with her hands.
Tired?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, but can we stay like this for a bit longer?
Yeah.
For as long as you like.
Mm-hmm. She nuzzles into your shoulder. Yippee. Pepper has some thoughts because she's yelling at the screen. No idea what she's saying. She's communicating! Cat to cat brain cell. Meow. Oh, envoy of wicked pain, of shattering pleasure, of fierce instinct. Do you see its utter darkness all around you? Sure. The abyss is with them, cradled to the grave. They bend their knee to the deception of the false sun, yet they should bow to no one but you. Cool. Instead of being woken up by the usual bell, a rooster's song reaches your ears, followed by barks and loud cursing. Silas rubs the sleep away from her eyes and yelps. Lavender didn't work. Arm is a mosaic of red bites. They bit you through my cloak? Yep. Don't scratch them. They're so itchy. The sickle doesn't seem much activity this early in the morning. It's you and the other guest, 2 couriers. Ugh, I'm 1 second away from ripping my arm out. Then at least it won't itch. We have quite the day ahead of ourselves. You gonna be good? You prefer to stay here? I'll be ready for it. Well, you gonna be good? Maybe alright? Yeah, I'm just complaining because it works. Does it? I feel a bit less miserable, so yes. Several people leave the village for the fields. They keep their distance, tipping their hats towards you. You stand out like a sore thumb. We're being avoided. Maybe the peasants are afraid you'll boss them around, or that you work for the patron lord. They couldn't be more wrong. You leave the village of Santana as well. The roads are well trafficked, so early in the morning, and you spot several loaded wagons on their way to Carolis. Let's find a shallow well. Right, I'm going in the water. Well, I gotta pull my desk out. Ah! Okay. I wonder if all infected wells have new buckets. Do you think they too get covered in gunk Lapo found inside the man? Peasants would not drink from something like that. I think we're onto something. What happens to the old buckets? Does he take them to the manor? Who would jest? Behold my collection, she chortles. Want to see if we find anything around the wells? It wouldn't hurt. Thus, your survey begins. Every time you approach a well, Silas lets a pebble fall into it to gauge how deep it is, and you look around the bushes and grass. This one's too deep. Found anything? I saw a hedgehog. This one might look good. Remember the spot. Second one, 4 seconds. This is one of the deepest. Her voice makes something move in the grass. I'll go check it out. You approach it slowly with soft steps. A snake is coiled around wooden remains. Silas, I found something. What did you... Shit! She quickly stomps on the ground. Lady of Dawn, aid us! Don't bite me! Don't bite me! Don't bite us! With a hiss, the snake slithers away. Well, we got it. Things get scared when the ground shakes. You kneel on the ground and observe the wooden fragments. The veins and creases of the planks are much darker than normal. You scrape the inside of the bucket's remains with your fingernail. It looks like the same substance that coated the innards of the young farmer dissected by Lapo. Silas was right. The shallowest well is surrounded by fields that are already seeing activity, so you elect to go to the second best one. Silas drops another pebble in it. Yep, this is the one. You cannot see the bottom. The shabby roof that covers it makes the shadows so deep they conceal the water's reflection. Hi, gamer! Hey, Joe! How are you? How is Fields of Mistra? How obsessed are you? I thrive in darkness. As if sensing your resolve, the shadows bubble up and expand. You know what to do? Yeah. Go on, then. She takes a step back. You sit on the edge of the well, one leg after the other, turn around to face the hole. Dark and tempting, it is heating you, taunting you. You grab the rope and give it a pull. The hook doesn't look good. You embrace the rush as you hold onto the rope and push yourself off the edge. The rope burns against your skin, rough as it is, but you brush the pain aside. Very fun. I'm romancing Reina and Celine. Nice. I gotta get back into Fields of Mystria. I want the dragon, because of course I do. And then I kind of like Hayden and March. Baylor's fun. But March hates me, and Hayden's a dilf. With a farmer's tan. So I have my type. Momentum is enough for your feet to touch the other side of the well. You try to reach the opposite side with your back until the metallic clink echoes inside the well, and the rope flails uselessly in your hands. Oops. Am I going to drown? Envoy of what is darkest, the shadows will sustain you if you command them. March is just a tsundere. Hayden is valid. Listen! Tsunderes can get it. I like it when they're a little spicy. He is hot as fuck, he loves his chicken, and he's good with animals. What more do you want? So you do. Help me. Your feet kick at what's tangling them to keep your head above the water. The shadows empower you. They fill your lungs to purge the water away. They make your muscles ache from the need of being used. You'll see. I'm a drowned rat! Here. Your voice feels rough and distant. She curses several times. I'm calling for help. The scent of flowers is almost dizzying. There's no need for that. What? Can you see me? Barely. Don't leave. You submerge yourself. The bucket and rope lie at the bottom of the well over a carpet of green leaves. Among them, flowers. White petals wrap themselves like a bell around a dark spike. The flowers remind you of calla lilies. You've never seen any underwater. Grab them. Rip some flowers and slip them inside your sleeve. When you emerge from the bottom, you hear Scylla's sigh in relief. You are killing me! There are flowers growing at the bottom. Underwater? I grabbed some. How are you going to climb back up? The shadows curl around you, remind you of their presence. You weren't so worried about me back in Fiorella. You had plenty of things to grab there, and these walls are smooth. You swim to the wall and look up. A rock protrudes from the cement. They're not. Bolstered by darkness, your kicks give you enough momentum to let you grab the rocks. Atri would be proud of you. The shadows mend your words when the rough surface slices your skin. You lack finesse and skill, and all you have is raw strength and the need to get out there. You throw yourself over the edge of the wall. Silas kneels beside you in the mud. I told you I'd be fine. I know what you can do. I've seen it. With shaky hands, she brushes wet hair from your face. You climbed out of it by yourself. I have no reason to worry. Yet you still do. How could I not? If something happened to you, she cares about me. I love her. You think she wants to kiss you. Instead, she hides her face in your shoulder. Ladies aid me. What would I do then? You lie in the mud, letting her question hang between you. I don't want to kiss her hair, but I'll give her a hug. You can't answer, but you hope your touch can comfort her. Mumbling shadows alert you to a group of peasants that approach you. We heard yelling. What happened? The bucket fell down. And the miss? I fell with the bucket. They exchange look among themselves. She was, trying to wash her hair. Bucket fell. She slipped backwards. For an excuse on the fly, it sounds quite convincing. So you don't need help? Us? No. The well, however, might need some repairs. After some nodding and glances, they leave. It only worked because you're dressed like you're rich. You raise your arm. Your blouse is matted with mud, and only specks of the original color are visible. Am I now? How about we go back to the inn, then hop on a wagon to Carolise? Good idea. Nessa must know as soon as possible. We got flowers. The morning sun soon turns scorching enough to dry your hair and clothes. A wagoner from Oriani is kind enough to let you hop on the first leg of the journey back. You part ways at a crossroad and then walk the rest. That was much faster. My feet don't hurt as much. Silas looks at the soles of her boots. I still need new shoes. That reminds me. At Gregorio's funeral's today. Didn't we tell the squirt that we try to attend? There is still time until dusk. You head to Nessa's apothecary shop. We're back. She sets aside the lemon she was peeling and rushes to open the window. Did you find anything? Silas takes out the overpriced water skin you purchased to keep the flower fresh. After some rummaging, she shows Nessa what was growing at the bottom of the well. How strange. Do you recognize it? When I first saw them, I thought they were calla lilies. I could see why you'd think that. She smells the flower. The scent is different, however, and this... She pinches a dark spike between her fingers. It releases an oily substance, ew, that coats her finger much like the substance inside the dissected man. This looks like an Anubia, a plant I have never seen, only heard of. It's native to the sweltering jungles of the distant south. It should not be able to grow in Carolise. It's too cold for that. Cold? I almost had a heat stroke yesterday. Anything else? Since you're so kind to offer. She places a flower on her work table and unlocks the back door. Come, I'll show you something. Ooh. Once you're inside, she's already flipping through a hardbound tome of decrepit parchment. Look. The delicate drawings of a flower similar to the one you plucked is almost drowned by text in several languages, and some in alphabets you don't recognize. Translations of translations of translations. Explain. Oh my god, I forgot the downside to reading. I gotta drink more. It's a lot of translations. We're just running it through Google Translate over and over and over and trying to figure it out. Instead of a spathe, this flower has multiple petals. Luke. What? Oh, gotcha. Funny enough, I don't think it's been claimed. Alright, second has been claimed. If anyone wants to be first, it has not been claimed. You got now to figure it out. You get a little tiny point. There it is. Also, you can get daily stars. It costs no point. It's just a vibe. I told my mods I wanted to add in a third place. But the third place has a special effect. So it's somehow way more special than first or second. I thought it'd be funny. I might have to do like an effect for first and second eventually, like maybe like a little chew popping up going, "You did it! Congrats!" That'd be adorable, right? That'd be fun. Enjoy your first. What's a spathe? A single petal of a calla lily, or an anubia, a spadix, a spike, should hold the true flowers, but instead it's spongy. Is this the same plant or did it change? She doesn't answer. What kind of apothecary are you if you can't tell? Silas! What? Nessa ignores the accusation and pinches again the spike of the flower. Tell me everything you know. How did you find it? Where was it? You're happy to tell her everything. Nessa's eyes dart to the hardbound tome. She sometimes underlines a word with her finger or mumbles a passage in Aniseton? Aniseton. Now I can answer your question, envoy. Silas rolls her eyes at the moniker. This plant is a crossbreed. Part Anubia, part something else. That's why it can survive around here, far from its ideal climate. Its placement feels intentional as well. Do you think you'll be able to find an antidote? Well, that's right. We did smell like flowery vibes by the wells. So, of course, we'd be able to smell flowers where there's flowers. It's not a poison. That makes it complicated. Not impossible, mind you. As for us, we promised Miche we would attend his father's funeral. Ladies, take me. I had forgotten. Then, of course, we might want to visit patron Lord Rizzo. Wonder if he's concerned about the tragedies happening in his lands. I don't think he cares, if we're being quite fucking honest. I'm gonna apply chapstick. No one can stop me. Enjoy those pops. Enjoy those crisp pops. Hi, Pug! How are you? A direct confrontation is unlikely to go well for you, envoy. Alright, fine. Just a little faith in me. Why? I'm very reasonable. It's unlikely to go well for him, you mean? But I want witnesses. I'm reasonable. Right, I'm very reasonable. Unlikely to bring him to justice, not through faults of your own. No, because justice turns a blind eye to nobles like him. Fuck the rich. That's why I'm going with her. If we are to attend Gregorio's funeral, we should leave now. Sneefles. The cemetery behind the Shrine of Dusk is a lush garden of bushes and flowers grown on corpses. A grave has already been dug next to the obelisk, a small obsidian structure carved with a prayer to the Lady of Dusk. Oh yeah, hi Miche. Miche is sitting next to sitting in the shade next to Marne. Her presence makes the people present avoid the grieving child.
Hoi. Hi, Pen. How are you?
Came. We promised we would. A lot. It's really hard to deal with a funeral with a child. How you feeling? His shoulders are hunched and his eyes look red and tired. He frowns at you and doesn't answer. Here, this will help. Nessa hands him a vial. Drugs. It's codeine. Good, had a fun stream today, so now I'm doing some calm work. Nice! Come on in and get cozy. I love having a stream up when like working on commissions or working on projects because it's like a good background noise. As long as it's not like super fucking chaos. A tonic for the nerves. Miche is happy to gulp down the concoction. We just gave a child whiskey. It's sweet. I put some sugar in it. Little bells ring from inside the shrine. It's time. Some of the neighbors file into the shrine, come back holding a stretcher. Egregorio's body is concealed from sight with a cloth. Miche, who has been remarkably collected until this moment, breaks out into sobs. Among the crowd, someone begins clapping to a rhythm, and soon everybody joins as well. One voice rises in song. Oh, hello, priestess! Goddamn! When darkness falls, she guides us home. Lady of the stars above. Clad in the habit of dusk, a tall priestess wearing a mourning veil of her own. Wears a mourning veil of her own. She follows the stretcher, clapping as well. So heed her call, stand. The lyrics die on her lips. Her eyes are locked with yours. When her lips move, her voice is drowned by the clapping, but you recognize what she said. She called your name. Someone from the crowd grumbles, and she pushes her shock aside. Oh, she's seen our body. Oh, she knows us. That's not great. It was such chaos. I played Rayman Origins. Nice! I'm glad you had fun. It's always great playing games with friends. I gotta get into it a lot more. I got to play some Rivals this morning with some friends, and it was delightful. I gotta do that more often. It's fun. So heed her call, stand proud and tall. Lady of the stars above. The song is filled with hope. The chorus, unfamiliar to you, states that the Lady of Dusk has already embraced Egregorio and has judged him worthy of the heavens. When the man's body is lowered into the ground, the earth is shoveled onto a thin shawl that conceals him. Something inside of you twists. You look away from death, from the corpse being swallowed by the soil, to focus on life. The child he left behind. The people who knew him. The priestess who so beautifully sang about his ascension to the heavens. Avoiding your gaze, the priestess walks over to the child and offers him a small pouch. Your father will rest under the shade of hundreds of flowers. In tears, Miche takes the pouch and releases the seeds over the shoveled soil. Oh, that's pretty. Once the ceremony comes to a close, Marine's presence becomes less of a deterrent, and to those in attendance offer their words of condolences to Miche. From the gate to the shrine, the priestess beckons you to come closer. You sneak past the crowd towards her. Her robes are pristine, and gold clips adorn the braids that frame her face. I love this design. She is beautiful. She is unlike any priestess you have ever seen. You're alive. She is not the first to recognize you. Someone else did once. Unlike them, however, she is not fleeing. Why are you surprised? I attended your funeral, and your father's, not so long ago. Granted, your body was never found. I should have known it was something was amiss. She studies your face. You look puzzled. What happened to your eyes? You raise a hand to them. You are not the Miss Legrande I remember. Miss Legrande? That's my last name. It is a name you have only heard in passing, whispered in scorn. For House Legrande resides in the Citadel, and that is where it rules Kyrillise. Oh, shit. Was I important? Who was she, Miss Legrande? She? you mean you. I don't know who you are. Can't be serious. Definitely are. Hey, look at that. You... Her words trail off. She looks at you like she's expecting rebuttal. When it doesn't come, she massages her temples. I have no memories of my past. You did not exist before being summoned into this world, taking over a Trissy Legrande's body. Trissy Legrande, that's me. Big Trissy energy. This, of course, the priestess doesn't know. Call me Trissy. Miss Legrande would have never passed the opportunity to flaunt her house. Yeah, well, I'm better than her. I'm down to earth and full of dark magic. You're not jesting. In that case, call me Aleste. Just Aleste. I lost the right to use my house name after I left it. Silas walks closer to you with a grimace. The squirt just signed the house and animals back to Patron Lord. Huh? What? With his pa dead and his ma in the city, the Patron Lord is getting his property back. Aleste places her hand on your arm. Find me at the Temple at Dusk. She blesses you both before retiring to inside the shrine. Huh, do you know her? I used to. But before the thing? The bloody thing? Yes, she recognizes me. Was I right? Are you a miss? Trissy, is everything alright?
Hi, Marine.
The ride back is silent and cramped. Miche, exhausted after all the crying, falls asleep. Now, as for you, I'll think back on Aleste. She was so quick to accept you had lost your memories. Was your behavior so different from the original Trissy? You dismount the carriage by the city gates. What are you going to do now? Miche and I will go back with Nessa. Her eyes burn with curiosity. She will tell me about what you have accomplished. As for you, if you truly intend to go back to Santana tomorrow, I believe you should rest. And rest you will.